Hello fellow YouTubers. My name is Jeng Kit and my team members are Delon Lee, Eugene Sow and Weiling. These are my team members. As you can see, they are a very wonderful bunch of people. So today we're going to go through our assignment that we did. It is called RRPSS. Short form for that is RPS. Yeah. Hello, my fellow YouTubers. So this is the demonstration portion of the video. So today we'll be going through a few stuff with you, mainly the creating and updating of the menu items, and the creating of reservation, how it transition into creating an order from there, and then how you're gonna add stuff into the order list, and from then on how you're gonna close the order itself by printing the invoice. And if we got a little bit of time, I'm gonna show you a little tool that we have, which is the reservation based on time. So without further ado, let's begin with the first part, which is the creating and updating of menu item. So when you enter into the Java application, it will show you this kind of UI. So first, we would like to create a menu item. We're going to click on 1, and we're going to choose option 1 for this. And then if let's say if you want to view other menu items in our system, we're going to click on 1, and then you can see that we have several items on sale right now. So now let's move on to creating the menu item. So let's enter a dish name. So what happens if we enter in a existing dish names like Sprite? Yes, let's do that. It will show that the item already exists and that we cannot add it anymore. So it will either prompt us to continue or to skip or to not add anything. So we would like to continue, so click yes. And then I'd like to enter a dish name called seafood fried rice. So once we do that, it will prompt us to enter the description. For this, I'm going to put fried rice. For the category, we're going to put it's a main dish. And for the price, it is $5. Alright, so now that we have done that, we can see that the item has already been added into our system. So now let's say I don't like the menu item Sprite. So what are we gonna do with that? Well, we're gonna edit it into Pepsi because I prefer Pepsi more than Sprite. Yeah. So for Pepsi, so for this, we're gonna enter option 3. And then it will bring us to this menu bar, to this menu list itself, where you can enter from 1 all the way to 13 the item ID. So let's say if we enter 14, it will prompt us that the item ID does not exist, as you can see, and it prompts us to continue, which will click yes, and then we will edit the Sprite into Pepsi. So we click on 12 and put Pepsi, Cola, and for the description, it is going to be soft drinks. For the category, it's going to be drinks, and it's going to be $3 because Pepsi is the best. And then we can see that it has updated to Pepsi Cola soft drink. The price is $3. Yes. So now that we have gone through that, now let's move on to the creation of reservation. Okay, now let's do that. So for this, we're going to choose option 6. And the first thing that they ask us to do is to enter a date. So what happens if I enter a wrong date? it will say invalid date format, and then now we enter the right date. So right now it's 13 November. Nope. 13 November 2021. And today's what time do I want to book this? So let's say 8 o'clock. It should be 2000 hours. And the packs, since now COVID restriction has risen, not COVID restriction have lifted a little bit, we can have 5 people in a family to go, single household to go into a restaurant. We're gonna click 5. And a customer, my name is Jeng Kit, so I'm gonna do that. And yeah, so now we can see that if I go to this, our reservation has already been made. And if we take a look at the reservation itself, 7, and if we go to 1, you can see that I have made a reservation for 8 o'clock at table 7 for 5 packs. Yes, that's great. So now let's go and let's say I have already arrived, because now it's 7:57. I've arrived early by 3 minutes. Now let's go create the order itself. So for this, we'll be giving you the option to create walk-in order, but we have an option to create reservation order. So we go for 2. And for this, I'll be entering my reservation ID, which is 1. And for this, because this is primarily a staff application, so the staff will have to enter their employee ID. So what happens if I enter in a non-valid employee ID? It will say the employee ID is invalid, and we have to enter in the correct one. So for this, I'll enter 1. And now the order has already been created. And how do we check that? Go to 7. No, not 7, sorry. We go to 8. And previously it was vacant, now it's order 1. And it has been filled with 5 packs. So now that we have created the order, let's add some menu items inside the order itself. Alright, now let's do that. So for this, we are going to click on 5, which is the option to add in items into our own order. And then we're going to select our order ID. If I select something that's not inside, it will say that the order is not valid, and then we have to enter in again. So for this, we go back to 5 and enter in a valid ID. Now we're gonna add, since just now I've added in seafood, we're gonna do 13 again. And maybe everyone in my family likes seafood fried rice, so we're gonna choose all 5 seafood fried rice. Okay, and let's say all my family love Pepsi Cola. It will show you the items selected, and then you can choose the quantity. So let's say 5. All 5 of us like Pepsi Cola. Okay, now let's go add in a promo package, because why not, right? Set meal 1. And the quantity that we'll put is 1. Why not? So let's say what happens if I didn't enter in the right promo code. So let's say if I enter in set meal 3, it will say that the item does not exist, and then prompts us to do it again. Okay, so let's move on to closing the order. So for this, we'll go to 9, and we will enter in the valid ID itself. which is 1. And it will ask you, are you sure that you want to close the order? Click yes. And it will ask you whether the customer has any discount for this demonstration purposes. We're going to click yes. And it is a membership discount. And let's say what happens if we enter in a membership that does not exist. It says the membership ID cannot be found. Do you want to retype it? We're going to click yes, because I am very cheap. We're going to put 004. That's my membership ID. And yes, now that I've done it, the regular membership discount has been applied, and I would like to print my order. And from then on, my order has been closed, and my print receipt is like this. Okay, how do I check? Go to 4 and go to 1. You can see that my order has been closed. Right. So now hopefully I still have enough time. Yes, I still have enough time. So right now I'm going to show you creating reservation timer. So what this is basically a reservation timer. So what happens if the customer didn't actually came at a specific timing and the allocated time frame that they have reserved it for. So we're going to do that. So for this, we're going to create a fake reservation itself. So 2021 11 13, and for this we have set a period of 30 minutes. So let's say if the person does not come after 30 minutes of the set reservation timing, then it will be removed. The reservation will be removed. So let's set the timing. So right now it's 8:03. We're gonna set the timer to 8. No, not to 8. It's to 7. When 36. Wait, is it 36? Or 37? We're gonna set it 37. Hopefully I set the correct time. And we'll go set as 5. And because I'm also very late, we're gonna put my name on it. Now we're gonna check. Yep, see, the reservation has been made by me at this timing. So now we're gonna wait for the thing to refresh. We're gonna wait. So now we're gonna wait for 8:07 to appear, and then once it is done, we're gonna refresh it. Yep, so as you guys can see, the thing has already been removed. And yeah, that comes to the end of my demonstration, and thank you for joining us. Bye.